It's almost 6 o'clock in the evening in China, Beijing time, and I'm your friend Panda Riders. Long time no see. As you can see in my thumbnail and my video title, yeah, it is a bad news, but it was. Alright, I was diagnosed a cancer, liver cancer. Okay, I'm living in China, in a very small town of China in the south, very close to Vietnam border. All right, Vietnam, this country is like 6 hours drive from my city, and Guangzhou and Shenzhen is also 5 to 6 kilometers away from me by road. All right, I am in Guangxi province, Guilin. So Guilin is a big city, and I live in a small, city which belong to Guilin. So we have only zero viewers, but anyhow, you can watch it later after I upload this video. Alright, it doesn't matter. I just wanna, share my experience of this terrible, terrible, terrible disease. So, earlier this year, I went for my annual medical test. I do it every year. Every year. Last year it was okay. There is no big problem. Alright, no big problem. Yeah, there were like fewer smaller things which continued to happen, and I was already on medication, but earlier this year I was diagnosed for cancer, my liver cancer. My medical was here in this small city. In this small city, there is only one state-owned hospital. All right, I was diagnosed, and then I went to the big city, Guilin. I went there for the test again, and the same result. So they asked me to start the medication, the treatment as soon as possible because it was on a very initial stage. Very initial stage. Damage was little, but damage was there. So on this channel, I was sharing my short videos, short form videos, and all the things, but not very long. And I didn't want to share my terrible experience with you people. All right. Then I paused because I went under treatment full time. Okay, so it was good hospital in Guilin. It is a good hospital. This is a military hospital, and they took care of me very well. Though cancer treatment is expensive for people like me because I had no insurance, medical insurance. Yes, sir. When I had a job, I had a medical insurance, but after I finished my job, so the insurance was gone. So I paid everything. I won't go into the detail how much I paid, but that was the hefty price I paid for my treatment. Anyhow, the cancer treatment, they have like chemotherapy. Yes, sir, chemotherapy. I went. Oh my God. First of all, my hair loss. Then it impacted. I don't know, it's a treatment or it's the cancer itself that had an impact on my teeth. All right, so my teeth slowly falling apart. Yes, sir. Since I was at the initial stage, uh, the treatment went very well, and those bad things were eliminated, and by the you know help of God and doctors effortless you know treatment, I am recovered almost almost 70 to 80%. I know I should make such video, but my absence on this channel for that long, my subscribers deserve an explanation from my side. All right, you guys give me love, all right, and I should tell you, and I should give you my love back. So I come here to make an explanation. This disease impacted not only on my health, it also impacted on my finance. All right. As you know that I have a farmhouse. All right. Because that my wife, she was always there with me for this treatment process. All right. No one took care of the farmhouse. All right. We had cattle, we had chickens, we had dogs, but we let them go with a very heavy heart. All right. Some of my cattle, some of my cows, and calves, you know, they were born in my farmhouse. We had a very, you know, very good, that we loved them as our family member. But after letting them go, because no one was there to take care of them, because I was paying a lot of money. First, all the cattle were gone, then chicken were gone, then I had to let my dogs go. I'm sorry, excuse me. Anyhow, my favorite pet, I had a Labrador, you might have seen in my some other videos. We called him Toto. Okay. Letting him go was even more painful than my therapy, than my treatment. You know, he is a fine young man, Labrador. He took care of everything. So, but I sent him to my friend's home. He has a very big hanger factory and he is living there. But now I am back home. Doctor let me go from the hospital. Yes, I used to have pets, but not anymore. Not anymore. So, anyways, I am 70, 80, 85% okay. So, doctors told me that I can live extra after treatment. I can live 8 to 10 years, of course, with the medication. I used to, not used to, I still have a diabetic situation. I am diabetic, right? I have some heart conditions. Everyone has. Not 100% people at my age are disease free. Chronic diseases, yeah. So I don't blame anyone. At this time, at this age, people, it's very common to have one or two disease. So I have one or two disease. So diabetes too, and some heart problems. But but well, life is going on, all right. Though my pockets are not that heavy anymore, much lighter now. But financially, I can make them. Where I was, that's not a problem. But once your health is gone, it's gone. And thank God I have my annual checkup. Annual checkup, I go through all, that my heart condition, and, my all my stomach, my liver, my kidneys, that I check everything every year. And thank God I was diagnosed earlier. Like my diabetes, I was in US and I had a feeling at that time, in 2015, not 1915. 2015, I was in US in Oregon. So I was there for 9 months and I had a feelings I'm already diabetic, but I didn't go for my annual checkup because it was very expensive and my medical insurance was not that good. It was my bad. I should pay extra and I should go through the medical, all the checkups, but I didn't. After I come back home, my home is in China, all right? I'm from Pakistan, but I'm living in China for last, 25 to 30 years. I went to US just to have experience. I was not illegal immigrant. No, sir. I went there with a proper visa. Then I came back home before my visa expired. All right. I I am a good citizen and I know my responsibility. So don't blame me. I was not illegal immigrant. I went there with a proper documentation. Anyhow, when I came back, I went through all the you know checkup, and then I was diagnosed diabetes 2. So there was some damage happened, but this cancer has nothing to do, which I fought for last 1 year. And guys, you might have gone through, some of you, one or two, went through the chemotherapy. It is very challenging therapy, very challenging therapy, very painful. But I believe as the passing by in the future, there will be like 100% treatment of cancer, every kind of cancer, any kind of cancer, right? So, yeah, that's it, folks. I just wanted to tell why I am gone, where I was. I was in a hospital and how it was. It was very painful experience. All right, thank you very much for watching. Okay. And I will try to come back live because I'm still not in a condition where I can make a video, you know, like that longer form or shorter form of video, because that in live it is, that there are fewer chances you make mistakes or you need to edit video, right? So you can talk, no any other views, you have to scenes, you have to add up, no music, you have to add up, right? So yeah, this is coming directly from my cell phone. I'm sitting on my desk, you know, and my cell phone is on a tripod. I'm using a front camera of my phone. That's it. So, yeah, I will try to come back with, with, no, sorry, not with, on my this channel live, all right, to discuss things. Not only about this treatment, I don't think I will address this problem. Hello, hello, thank you very much for watching. I'm talking about my experience for last 1 year. So thank you very much for staying. Please subscribe, like, and comment on this video. So I will try my best to come back on this channel, live, of course, live. All right. So yeah, anyway, I had one audience stayed for a couple of seconds, then gone. I supposed to have like around 3,000, not 3,000, 2,300 subscribers, but that since I was silenced for that long time, they don't know that I'm online at the moment. So, anyways, hope, fingers crossed, that you watch this video. All right. Thank you very much for watching this video. I will see you in a next live session. All right. So I should turn it off here.